you can change it in a nick of time. Even if you decide to leave the stars behind. You say one word, I say amazing. You say one word, I say amazing.
So the Georgia Guidestones, guys. Supposedly, today, July 6th, there was an explosion, supposedly an explosion, that caused the Georgia Guidestone, one of the monoliths, I believe it's the English translating one, that exploded, supposedly. Okay? What is the Georgia Guidestone? Well, just to give you guys a background on that, the Georgia Guidestones were a granite monument erected in 1980 in Elbert County, Georgia. So, it's a slab stood in the center with 4 arranged around. A capstone lay on top of 5 slabs. Anyway, you can find this stuff on Wikipedia. But funny enough, they have this updated so fast. They're just on point, right, when it comes to Wikipedia. But anyways, if you go on Wikipedia, you'll see at the bottom, 2022 bombing. Georgia Guidestones bombing. They're labeling this a bombing. On July 6, 2022, an explosion hit the stones, destroying the Swahili / Hindi language slab. Okay, so it not the English one, the Swahili Hindi language slab, and causing significant damage to the capstone. Nearby residents reportedly heard and felt explosions at around 4 a.m. The remaining stones were later removed by a construction crew. You see, so that's supposed. I don't know if it's true, because the news can be a bunch of hearsay and just a bunch of lies and deceptions. So I can't say that I 100% believe what the local news is saying in Georgia about this event. Because, and I say that because when you look at this scene here that I'm about to play, in my eyes, it looks like lightning. But I could be wrong. But it looks like lightning. And the reason why I say that is because if it indeed is lightning, then this could be coming from God. I mean, just think about it, because the Georgia Guidestones represents population control. Population control being at around 90%. They're trying to depopulate the world at around 90%. That leaves about 500,000 people, guys, on Earth. So there are many people who are against this. And the fact that they're calling it an explosion, I can't say that I 100% believe that because of what my eyes see. But anyway, here's that footage. And just for your convenience, it'll be looped. So this video is looped. I made sure it looped so it could keep replaying so you guys could see. But you see, there's like that blue little spark at the corner of the monolith, the Guidestone, right there. Let me just go ahead and pause it right there on that frame, if I can get it. This is going to be a challenge. Right there. You see how blue that is? So, I'm not saying that explosions aren't blue. I don't have any experience with explosions. But, I mean, if this were to be lightning, then that could be saying a lot. And some people are blaming this on CERN. You know, there are some people on YouTube, in fact, who are blaming this on CERN, that it has to do with what happened on July 5th with the particle collider. But as I was doing more research about CERN, let me just let this play. But as I was doing more research about CERN, and on July 5th, I woke up, I set my alarm for 8 a.m. And because that's, according to their 4 p.m., that translates to 8 a.m. here in Utah. The United States, that is. But they started their particle collider at 4 p.m. European Central Time in Switzerland. And as I was watching it, I was watching the countdown, and you know, I waited and waited, and finally the countdown came, and I'm like, okay, what am I about to see? This is crazy. It can't be what I think it is, right? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip for you guys, and just let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll give you guys my thoughts as well. So here's the countdown. I don't know what all this CGI crap is. I don't know why. I don't know what they're trying to portray, what they're trying to tell us, and maybe persuade us even more to believe that, yeah, there are particles going through this machine. I mean, just look at it. It's definitely CGI. It's not hard to see that it's not, or whatever graphics they're using. It's definitely a graphical creation. It's not, you know, tangible. It's not physical. It's just look at it. And it almost reminds me of NASA, you know, and what NASA does with their fake moon landings, and the one they did in 2020 with Mars, and then the other one with Tesla. I mean, so look at this. It just looks, it's definitely not real. Just a bunch of graphics designing that they add to the video. And then of course, what do you know? The clapping goes on. Same thing that they do with NASA. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. We've completed what we needed to do. Just like with the fake Mars landing in 2020. They literally clapped right after, and we're like, oh yeah, we've landed on Mars, guys, woohoo. Same thing with CERN. This is why, in my opinion, I'm not too sure about this particle collider. I'm not too sure about this 13.6 tera electron volts, whatever that translates to. I don't know exactly what that is, because they make up a whole bunch of crap with NASA too. There's a whole bunch of lies and deceptions to confuse us, and to belittle us, and to make us feel like, I don't understand that, I'm not even going to touch it. But we all know the earth is flat. This is not, we're not on a globe, you know. But I digress. But anyways, so my point is, I can't be too sure, or I'm not 100% sure that CERN is what they say they are, because NASA, on the other hand, says what they say they are, but they're they're actually different. They're not what they say they are, you know? It's a whole bunch of deception going on with NASA, and in the same way, it's the same thing going on with CERN. You know, they weren't even supposed to be launching on the 5th. They were supposed to be closed down for several more years. So it's like they're rushing, right? What are they rushing for? What are they rushing to complete this so-called particle colliding, you know, of sorts? What are they rushing for? Because I'm sure they were supposed to be shut down for a few more years, but no, they gotta keep going. They gotta change plans. We gotta do it sooner than later. You know what it sounds like, guys? It sounds like Satan's little season. It sounds like Satan doesn't have much time. So he's just doing what he can. He is doing what he can. And if that is in fact lightning that hit this monolith, the Georgia Guidestone, if that is lightning, then it is not hard for me to believe that that is coming from the Father. It is not hard for me to believe that. That's basically him saying, I strike you down. You do not have the power to have population control. You do not have the power to dig, because in my opinion, I truly believe that CERN isn't a particle collider. In my opinion, I believe that they are just digging. They are constantly digging with this huge machine. This is why it's, 600 meters below ground? Correct me if I'm wrong. But 7 miles radius? What if they're 7 miles below? What if they're lying to us, telling us that it's 7 miles below and not 7 mile radius? There's so many deceptions, which means there's so many questions. What I'm saying, guys, is if they are lying and God struck this monolith because it stands for population control, minimizing population to 90%, or destroying 90% of the population of the world, if that's what they want, and what they did just a couple days ago, just yesterday with CERN, if that is in fact true, then it is not hard for me to believe that God struck this monolith. It is not hard for me to believe that. And I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, they're labeling this as an explosion. Think about it, guys. Like I said, my opinions on CERN now is not this particle colliding bullcrap. I don't know about if that's true, because the more and more I read it, the more and more I'm confused. The more and more I try to learn about what CERN does with these particle colliders, trying to figure out how the world was made and all this stuff, the more and more I get confused. So I was like, you know what? What if they're just doing the same thing that NASA is doing? But the only difference is they're digging the ground. Just like NASA is trying to crack the firmament. So with NASA, they're trying to crack the firmament. They're trying to go above and crack the firmament at the top. And with CERN, they're trying to crack the ground. They're trying to dig Sheol. And they know they can't. And as technology builds, they think, oh, okay, we've got this now. Let's dig again. We got to dig sooner. We got to open the gates of Sheol. Do you think Stranger Things, the series Stranger Things, is just a series? It's just for your entertainment? No, guys. They are literally laughing at us and mocking us, and just, these guys know nothing. And some people just laugh at it. Oh, it's not about CERN. Watch the movie or watch the series Stranger Things, and you'll see that it's a lot more subliminal than you think. But yeah, guys, like I said, if CERN is indeed what I say it is, if their agenda is to continue to dig year after year, whenever they have the horsepower to, or the technology to, if that is in fact what they're doing, and this monolith was struck by lightning, then that should make you guys think. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. And as always, stay safe, be blessed. Until next time.
You say one word, I say amazing. You say one word, I say amazing.